I'm Karen Nelson from Cedar Falls First United Methodist Church. I'm one of the pastors there.
And I'm Gary Nelson. I'm Karen's husband. Same church. Yeah.
You know, I've known about Midwest Mission for a long time as a pastor of a United Methodist Church, but never involved in a church that actually came down here. We would send stuff and pack things and school kits and that kind of stuff. But the church that we're involved in now has a history of coming down here. So when we knew that they were doing that, we were excited to come along. I think that was, what, 3 years ago?
Yeah, I think this is our third year.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I would have thought that this room right here, doing the woodworking stuff, would have been the favorite. But I'm doing the birthing kits, and that's incredible. It's just neat to do that kind of stuff and do something that's going to really help somebody.
We just had our ninth grandchild. And so as I was looking at those, I thought, wow, what would it have been like for our daughter to give birth at a place that didn't have the stuff that we have. Mm-hmm. So it is neat to be able to be a part of that. Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of take that for granted until you do something like this. It really opens your eyes to how important it is to help people that need help, to try and do a little bit of something. Yeah. Right.
I like just trying different things. So I've been in here working on desks. That was fun. But I like anything new, you know, just to get the experience of what's involved and everything. We did the mailer yesterday and this morning, and that's for the Iowa site, which is where we're from. So we're talking about, we'll probably get one of those mailers in the mail that we did. So that's neat to know we're doing something for our area there. That's very exciting.
Yeah. I don't know, it's just a happy place. It makes you feel good. It's fun to go do something all day long, and then at the end of the day, it's like, God, I feel good. Mm-hmm. You know, it's like everybody has jobs that they do, and sometimes your job is great, and sometimes it's not as much fun as you want it to be, but it's always fun down here. And the crazy things that you do that you never thought you'd do. I didn't do it this year, but last year, there was a big truckload of bleachers that came in. We had to take all that wood off the truck and stack it, for all the things that we're using here. This is all just bleacher wood. Yeah. But you don't even know how all that works. You just learn so much and what you can do, how you can help, and it's fun.
Well, Gary was an elementary principal for his whole life. So think of all those bleachers he's been a part of.
Right.
And now there's a whole other use for them, and that's really cool.
So it's neat.
Yeah.
And if Roger watches this video, I have to say something, that he is the most particular person I've ever seen in my life. It's incredible.
But so patient.
He's very nice, but man, you got to do it the right way.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Yes, you do. Yeah. And that's another thing too. Things are done the right way. It's like, if you don't do it right, you do it again. And so that everything that goes on up here is the best it can be. Really like that. Because people deserve that. They deserve the best that we can do for them. The first time we were here at how everything is wrapped in prayer. And I think that's my favorite thing. And the little cards that you sign when you put the kits together, I just think that's really cool. So I just think the way everything's surrounded by prayer is pretty beautiful. Yeah.
I just think that's neat that somebody will open that and see somebody's name on it. That they don't know who you are, but the fact that somebody took the time to put their name on a piece of paper, on a card.
Yeah,
that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, because we will never go to any of those places, but knowing that a part of us does, that's pretty neat. Yeah.
The people that work here are so grown up and kind and helpful, and to do anything to help anybody with whatever they want. And if you don't want to do that, I'll get you something else. Don't worry about that. Oh, you can sit down if you want to. Let me get a chair for you. Yeah. That kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And also, that's kind of neat. It's a nice place to learn how to be a good person.
Yeah. And then our connection with our church, with Midwest Mission, there's been a couple of times that Midwest Mission has come up to our church, and we've done a couple of meal pack things, and that's been fun for us because our grandkids came and helped with that. So the last time we were doing that, our 8-year-old grandson was helping with that, and we were talking about what this was for and stuff. And at one point he said, maybe in another country, some 8-year-old will be eating this. And it's like, oh my gosh, for an 8-year-old to get it so that, to be able to share that with our family.
Yeah, that's the kind of things that affects people's lives in ways that you wouldn't even think. You think you're sending the meal to somebody and that's going to be the beneficiary, but it's not always. It's the people that are packing it, the people that are talking about it, and family relationships, and that's neat.
Yeah.
Let's say if you want to feel happy and fulfilled and like you've done something that matters in your life, then just go and try it one time. You don't have to, it's just 3 days.
Yeah.
You can do it and you'll be glad you went.
And there's
It really
something
is.
for everybody. Something for everybody to do, but not just the work. It's the fellowship. It's that community of doing something together. Yeah.
Right.
Well, what we find too is we get to know the people we come down with better. As we're working together and sharing stories and stuff.
And these are people that are in our church. You'd think you'd know them.
But we don't spend
But when
all
you
day
hang out
together.
all day long with somebody, he's like, you start talking about things you never even considered
Yeah.
talking about before. So it's kind of neat.
This is kind of fun. Today is our 47th wedding anniversary.
Yeah, can you believe
And I thought
that?
this morning, I can't imagine any
So how the heck old are we anyway? Geez,
to do stuff that really makes a difference.
Yeah.
That's neat to do.